Good to see you.
Yeah, it's doing something different.
Doing all right yourself?
Well, crap, we'd have turned that forward a long time ago if that was the case.
We don't know about Caleb. Let's go ahead and start the regular Maumelle Planning Commission meeting for December 28th, 2017. Mr. Neri, we have any announcements?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, just a few. Obviously, Chairman Fisher is not going to be with us. He's traveling over these holidays. Also, I was pleased to see that Commissioner Green and Commissioner Johnson both put in their applications to remain on the Planning Commission. And that's a good thing. We'll see what happens.
Sure. Confidence there.
And that concludes my announcements, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr.
It's a
Neri.
appointed position, you know.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of meeting minutes. All commissioners have copies. If there's no changes, I'd entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the meeting minutes, subject to any other further comments.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the meeting minutes as submitted. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed say no. We have no public comment on non-agenda items. Want to open the public hearing. We have no business. New business, we have a request for a conditional use permit. Mr. Neri?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a request for a conditional use permit to locate a church in a C2 zoning district. Specifically, this is the Abundant Love Ministry. In the audience this evening is their pastor, Lieutenant Colonel Ed Terry. The colonel has 29 years in the United States Army, and for over a year, or the better part of a year, this gentleman has been commuting from Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, to Maumelle to have church services on Sunday. They should have been referred to us some time ago, but everything's turned out very well. You can see by the email from Deputy Fire Marshal Tim Bullard to me today, he performed a re-inspect. All the discrepancies that we found in a earlier December inspection have been corrected. As far as public comment goes, I've had 4. They've all been in support, and staff is going to recommend for a due pass recommendation to the Maumelle City Council. Let me also say, Colonel Terry, thank you very much, sir, for your service. Amen. Your request will move on to the City Council. That will be the City Council meeting January 15th in this room at 6 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. With that, any commissioners have any questions of staff?
16th? Okay. Yeah, that's
Evening.
right.
Got a holiday in there?
16th.
Okay. Any commissioners have any questions of the applicant? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to issue a due pass recommendation to the City Council for the request for a conditional use permit to locate a church in the NAC2 zoning district.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that motion? All those in favor say yes. Yes. Any opposed say no. You move on to the next step, sir. Thank you for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to close public hearing. And let's start with a City Council liaison report. November 6th, Commissioner Ramsey.
On November 6th, there really wasn't anything but the sales tax. It was the first reading of it, so it was a long conversation about it. Other than that, there wasn't anything for the Planning Commission.
Okay. I had November the 20th, and it was the second reading of all that. And there was nothing that pertains actually to the Planning Commission on it. December 4th, Commissioner Johnson.
How about ditto? They did pass, though, for special election on March 13th. two separate measures, and one measure was on the second reading regarding the community service fee, which is tagged along to the first ordinance on the public safety if it passes.
Okay.
Do you know, I don't know if there's been a public forum meeting date set.
I think it's
There
scheduled
has.
for January the 18th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the location?
At the Baptist Church on 101 Millwood,
Time?
6.
6 o'clock, yeah.
Okay, Commissioner Green?
All right. There were a third reading on the community service, which did pass, and several resolutions, 3 remodel permits, operating budget for 2018, and the street fund budget, which really didn't pertain to us, but they all passed. A couple of things of interest that I found pretty interesting was the Central Arkansas Water updating everybody. I got my letter this week, so I'm not sure if I got that letter, but that is coming up, and they are ahead of schedule for getting the water line and the transition cut over done. And Commissioner Johnson, that town hall meeting, again, and it's noted in here in the mayor's comments in those minutes. It's at 6 o'clock at First Baptist Church.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, with that, for January, we have 2nd Commissioner Andrews and the 16th Chairman Fisher. There are a few things. Tina Timmons it sent out, everybody should have that form that we fill out every year that, you know, the developers are not padding your pockets or whatever. And then in our packet, we have the liaison list and the planning commission meetings. Is there any other business of the commission?
Mr. Chairman, if you please.
Sure.
2017 is come and gone, and I always like at the last meeting to tell you all how much I enjoy working with you and how proud I am to be associated with you. There could be several items on the January 2018 agenda, and I will tell you that an update of the master street plan is underway as we speak, and that is never an easy undertaking, as you know. So we'll be tackling that for sure next year. And let me wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. With that, I'll entertain a motion to
Make a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
A second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say yes. Yes. Any opposed? You can stay here. We're adjourned.
8 minutes.
Was that a what?
That's not a record.
That was 7 minutes.